Good day and welcome. You're watching St. Martin News Desk, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond. With your anchor crew, Alston Lawrence, Glenda York, Tiziana Hart, and Mizzy with the Sunshine Report. This broadcast is brought to you by TV15 and proudly produced by Great Bay Media Studios in Phillipsburg, St. Martin. And now, let's jump straight into today's top headlines.
Dead in early morning incident on Arlet Peters Road. 2 people have died following a serious and unusual incident early Monday morning on Arlet Peters Road, also known as the Old Cake House Road. Just after 3:30 a.m., police received multiple reports of an SUV that had flipped over near the entrance of the road. Officers arriving on the scene found a gray SUV overturned with a male driver and female passenger unresponsive inside. Both individuals were pronounced dead at the scene. While the incident was initially treated as a traffic accident, police say evidence discovered during the preliminary investigation has raised concerns that it may involve a criminal element. Detectives have since joined the investigation and the area was temporarily closed for forensic processing. KPSM says the case remains active and further details will be shared as they become available. Suspect arrested in ongoing jewelry robbery investigation. KPSM has arrested another suspect as part of its continued investigation into a series of jewelry robberies that affected the community through 2025. On Saturday, February 28th, officers apprehended a male suspect identified by the initials MYF at a residence on the 80 Illich Road. The arrest is linked to a jewelry robbery that occurred at a hotel in the Oyster Pond area in 2025. The suspect has been transported to the Phillipsburg police station, where he remains in custody for questioning. KPSM confirmed that the investigation remains active and did not rule out further arrest. Authorities reiterated their commitment to identifying and apprehending all individuals involved and are urging anyone with information to come forward to assist with the ongoing investigation. Windward Island Bank supports Mustard Seed Special Needs Program. The Windward Islands Bank has reaffirmed its commitment to inclusive education by supporting the Mustard Seed Special Needs Program led by the Foundation Catholic Education, St. Martin. The initiative provides adaptive learning tools, assistive devices, and specialized classroom materials to help students with special learning needs receive structured and individualized support. In addition to classroom resources, the program includes targeted training for teachers and support staff to ensure long-term sustainable impact. WIB says the partnership aligns with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals on quality education and partnerships and reflects the bank's environmental, social, and governance commitments. Both WIB and the Catholic Foundation say the collaboration aims to ensure every child on the island has fair and equitable access to the support they need to thrive.
Hello, my people. My name is Glenda York of Sit, Sip, and Chat and Moms in Paradise podcast. You can find us on TV15 St. Martin, TVC St. Kitts, and on YouTube. Reporting from Great Bay Media Studios in St. Martin, your News Desk feature story is coming up. But first, here is Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into the forecast and see how the skies are treating us.
At Telem, we believe connection goes beyond signals. It's about people. From every call, every laugh,
Hi, Merry Christmas. Thanks for calling.
every moment shared across our island,
Game time.
we're reminded this network was built by St. Martin for St. Martin.
I couldn't. Oh, I got you. Don't worry, man. We're good.
When are you coming to St. Martin?
All right, let's go. Go, 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 go.
Here's to staying connected to what matters most. Your connection, your Christmas.
Stay connected to the best of local and Caribbean content anywhere, anytime with the TVC Plus app, the official app of TVC Channel 40. With the TVC Plus app, you can watch TVC Channel 40 live, catch every episode of your favorite shows on demand, watch exclusive pay-per-view content, listen to Voice of the Caribbean radio, and watch and read SKN Newsline. The TVC Plus app is available on all your devices. On the Google Play Store, search TVC and the plus sign. In the Apple App Store, type the words TVC Plus. And we're also available on the Amazon App Store for Fire TV and Fire Stick devices. Search the words TVC Plus. Download today and take TVC Channel 40 wherever you go.
All right, don't miss NewsDesk. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. on TVC. Sync Kids to the World, now streaming everywhere. Consumer Price Index shows modest increase in the fourth quarter of 2025. The Consumer Price Index increased slightly in the fourth quarter of 2025, reaching 115.28, a 0.16% rise compared to the previous quarter. Year over year, prices were up 0.42% compared to the fourth quarter of 2024. Overall inflation for 2025 stood at 0.92%, indicating relatively stable price movements throughout the year. Housing costs declined by 2.32% during the quarter, largely due to lower rental and electricity prices. However, transport costs rose by 2.75%, driven mainly by higher airfares and vehicle prices. Food and non-alcoholic beverages increased by 0.87% for the quarter and 2.31% year over year, with notable increases in coffee, cocoa, sugar, and other food products. Despite some category increases, overall inflation remained below 1%, reflecting general stable economic conditions heading into 2026. Calypso eliminations set for March 21st. The road to the Calypso crown officially begins March 21st as 21 challengers prepare to compete in this year's elimination. Reigning Calypso King Etzel Yad Fowl Eusebius, who captured the title on his first attempt last year, will now face strong competition as singers battle for a spot in the finals. The eliminations will be held at Ali's Convention Center, where only 10 performers will advance to the final round in Carnival Village. This year's lineup includes the Mighty Dando, the Mighty Dow, the Wizard, Ebony Empress, Lady Baker, Pepper, Empress Z, Dr. Jones, Baker Jr., Lady Upsetter, and many more. The Simon Carnival Development Foundation says the strong turnout is especially meaningful as the island celebrates Carnival's 55th anniversary. With Yard Fowl as the man to beat, organizers expect an exciting night of lyrical battle and social commentary. Dominican Week Foundation board member condemns immigration incident during Independence Parade. Brenda Rodriguez de Allen, manager of SXM Island Time and a member of the board of directors of the Fundación Semana Dominicana, has officially and formally expressed concern and disappointment following an incident involving Immigration Department personnel during Sunday's Dominican Independence Parade. The incident reportedly occurred on March 1st along Walter Nisbet Road, Pondville, during celebrations marking the 182nd anniversary of independence of the Dominican Republic. In a public statement, Rodriguez de Allen described the actions taken by immigration officials while performing their duties as inappropriate and deeply disrespectful toward the Dominican community. She stated that the measures cause unnecessary discomfort and undermine the dignity of the broader Latino community at a time meant to honor cultural pride and heritage. The annual parade, organized as part of Dominican Week festivities, is one of the community's most significant cultural events, drawing large crowds in celebration of Dominican history, identity, and contributions to the island's multicultural society. Rodriguez de Allen emphasized the behavior displayed during the incident is unacceptable and inconsistent with the values of respect and inclusion that our community upholds. She called for greater sensitivity and mutual respect during cultural observances, particularly those that foster unity and diversity. As of press time, there has been no official response from the Immigration Department regarding the matter. The Dominican Week Foundation continues its scheduled activities throughout the week, reaffirming its commitment to promoting cultural awareness, pride, and community solidarity.
When we come back, we go to our in-depth feature of the day, exploring one of the island's most thought-provoking topics. That's just ahead. Stay tuned.
You know, we all talk about having rights. And yeah, we do.
We have the right to be safe.
The right to learn and get an education.
The right to speak up and be heard.
The right to dream big and build our future.
But listen, rights don't stand alone.
We also have responsibilities.
Real talk, if we want respect, we gotta give respect too.
St. Martin is our home.
So let's protect it. Keep our beaches clean, our streets clean, and show love to nature.
Healthy island, healthy future.
Our parents and guardians do a lot for us.
Let's show respect, talk to them, and listen, even when it's hard.
School prepares us for life.
So we show up, we stay focused, and we put in effort.
We want opportunities, so we work for them.
We are part of this community, every village, every culture, every neighborhood.
Let's be kind, positive, and supportive.
A stronger community starts with us.
And most importantly, we are responsible for ourselves.
We make healthy choices for our mind and body.
We believe in our goals and our voice and our future.
Our rights give us power, our responsibilities make us leaders. Together we rise.
The Convention of the Rights of the Child isn't just a policy, it's protection and responsibility. When our children learn their rights, they are better prepared to take on their responsibility. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Youth.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every life, every adventure. #1 provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like.
Before we wrap up, we take a moment each day to check in with our neighbors across the region. There's always a story worth paying attention to. Here's today's regional headline.
This regional, right? This was CONCACAF, right? With news coming from CONCACAF, Anguilla and Guyana under-20 match abandoned after the brawl. A CONCACAF U20 championship qualifiers match between Anguilla and Guyana has prompted unofficial investigation following an on-field altercation that led to the game being abandoned. The Group D fixture took place on February 28 at the Stadion Regional Jean Francisca in Curaçao, where Guyana secured a dominant 5-0 lead before the match was halted late in the second half. Guyana's Golden Jaguars opened scoring in the 4th minute, with Sheldon Kendall netting twice during the match. Additional goals from Brian Wharton and Mateo Clark extended the advantage before tensions escalated in the 86th minute following a red card issued to Anguilla's Meki Connell. Verbal exchanges between players reportedly intensified into a broader confrontation, resulting in multiple red and yellow cards being shown. The Guyana Football Federation confirmed that no serious injuries were reported and stated that an official investigation is underway. Meanwhile, the Anguilla Football Association announced that it does not condone such behavior and will conduct a thorough investigation in line with CONCACAF's disciplinary framework. Both associations reaffirmed their commitment to sportsmanship and fair play as they await further details from regional football authorities. That's the latest from Anguilla and Guyana. Shout out to our viewers in Anguilla and Guyana watching NEWSDESK. Here's a little fact. Anguilla may be small in size, but it fields national teams across multiple sports and remains active in regional football development.
Welcome back. Each day, we take a moment to go beyond the headlines and look deeper into the issues, people, and conversations shaping life here on St. Martin. Welcome to today's NEWSDESK feature.
President of the University of St. Martin, USM, Dr. Antonio Carmona Baez, is once again calling for stronger, more consistent structural government funding to secure the long-term sustainability of the country's only higher education institution. At this critical juncture, USM requires stronger and more predictable operational support, Carmona Baez said, stressing that while the university has demonstrated resilience and prudent financial management, sustainable growth cannot occur without guaranteed funding. His appeal echoes concerns raised as far back as 2017 when USM was forced to close its doors amid financial distress following years of insufficient structural support. Even then, the institution warned that without a formal tertiary education funding framework, its survival would remain fragile. The aftermath of Hurricanes Irma and Maria only accelerated those challenges. Since new leadership took over in 2018, USM has undergone a significant turnaround. The university has achieved 6 consecutive unqualified audit reports, a milestone Carmona Baez describes as proof of transparent governance and sound fiscal management. Academic programs have expanded, research output has increased, and international partnerships have strengthened. Among recent accomplishments is the joint Bachelor of Arts in Social Work with the University of the Virgin Islands, with its first graduate set for June 2026, allowing students to earn an accredited degree without leaving the island. USM has also gained recognition from the Dutch Research Council, enabling it to host doctoral candidates beginning in 2026. Additionally, initiatives such as the SXM Climate Impact Atlas, regional climate conferences, and the Caribbean Academic Foundation Year Program demonstrate USM's expanding national and regional role. However, Carmona Baez maintains that institutional progress cannot replace structural funding. He argues that if substantial public funds are allocated for overseas study financing, a portion should be redirected to strengthen domestic higher educational capacity, creating balance between supporting individual students abroad and building institutional development at home. Education accounts for nearly a quarter of the national budget, yet USM does not receive a guaranteed percentage allocation. The university president believes a reassessment of national study financing and coordinated planning is necessary to ensure public funds produce measurable social and economic returns. He also emphasized the role of the private sector and community partnerships, encouraging businesses, particularly in tourism and hospitality, to collaborate with USM on accredited workforce development programs instead of relying solely on short-term training initiatives. Carmona Baez underscored that higher education is foundational infrastructure, no less critical than roads or hospitals. As the sole institution for higher education and research serving both sides of the island, USM stability directly impacts workforce development, policy research, climate resilience planning, and national capacity building. Sustainable development is not possible without a state-financed university, he has previously stated. Nearly a decade after facing closure, USM now stands stronger, but according to its leadership, still structurally vulnerable. The question now is whether government will move from intermittent support to a predictable funding framework that secures the university's future as a pillar of national development.
And that's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday at 8 a.m. on TV15 and across all our social media platforms. From all of us here at News Desk, we wish you a fantastic week ahead. Until next time, stay friendly, St. Martin.